have to, at some point, begin to be humble enough to tell the truth. We have to become self-honest. I just don't know. I mean, I can make suppositions, I can make discernments about some things that I can say, that's true, but in reality, I don't really know any of that. I have no idea. So the best I can do is to step over the short wall and to practice this. Because anytime I'm on the other side of that wall and I'm in judgment, I'm disturbing my peace. I'm letting something outside of me determine my happiness, my health, what I give my attention to. I'm letting something else determine how and who I am. Because the truth is, I can step over the wall and admit the truth. I don't know, right? Here's what we do know. And we've been talking about, one of our principles is thoughts are things. Thoughts are creative. You are creative. How do I know that? Because you were created. Did you create yourself? No. We can all pretty much accept that because we had parents and a birth certificate. And they said, you were born on this day and this is your mom, and you didn't create yourself. We can pretty much agree with that. But from that moment on, we did create ourselves. We decided how we're going to act and who we're going to act. People gave us ideas all along the way, but we picked what we wanted. And I will tell you that in the human mind, at least, for the first 6 or 7 years, almost everything goes right in because we don't have that wonderful filter system that Susan has, right? We can't see what she sees yet, so everything goes straight in and becomes a program, and we are programmed like a computer software. We're programmed to react a certain way. And along those first few years, we find out what works for us based on our family structure. Sometimes being the bully gets you what you need. Sometimes being the pushover gets you what you need. And you've tried all those things and you figured out for yourself when you were very young what really works best for you. What did you get the best results with? How were you best able to manipulate the people around you to get what you wanted? And once you developed a commitment to it, you started developing a pattern, and now you do it just automatically and you don't even think about it. You don't think about it. You get what you want by manipulating other people. That's called usury. That's all that this ego self knows how to do, because this is the ego world, and the ego it's insane. And so it's just trying to struggle through what appears to be happening to it, because this is the land of the victim. But being advanced spiritual students that you are, and the reason you're in this class is because you've at least probably already moved beyond this idea, and you've already gotten to the place where you're accepting responsibility for at least the idea that thoughts are creative, so you're starting to accept responsibility for your experience, and you're starting to say, wait a minute, I'm the one that's the common denominator in everything I'm experiencing, so if I don't like what's happening, it's really got something to do with me. I am the one deciding what I do, what I like, and what I don't like. I am and have been creating my experience ever since I was born. I didn't create myself, but I'm creating my experience. But that's the only information I can draw on. This very short lifetime, millions and millions of years, and all you can remember is the past few decades. So how much can you know? You can't remember the contracts that you made before you were born and the intention that you set when you came into this. And now we know, because it's coming through the veil in this new energy, more and more information is being shared with us, that there is a bigger game afoot. And you have not, I should say it this way, this is not your first, can I make this statement? Is this your first incarnation? How many of you believe in reincarnation? You know what? How many of you believe that you only have one life? Anybody?
I see it as a possibility.
To have only one life?
Or reincarnation.
Oh, reincarnation.
I don't have a strong belief on it. I see it as an option.
It's an option. Yeah, I like that idea. It is an option. Well, or not.
I don't know.
Right? But here's what I do know. It's not that important. In other words, don't get hung up on it, but here's what I do know. You're here. You're here right now. Regardless of how many lifetimes you've had or didn't have, how many choices you made or didn't choose, you're here. So, if something happens to you tomorrow, let me ask you this. Are you enlightened? Okay, so let's say it's possible that a part of you is enlightened, but how do we know if we're enlightened or not? Is there any possibility, I don't want to get on the other side of the wall, is there any possibility that you've experienced doubt in your life about anything?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any possibility that you have or you're currently experiencing fear about anything?
Yes.
Yes, right? Who knows what, who can tell us what it's like to be enlightened? What is it like to be enlightened? At least as far as we know.
I
Yeah.
would imagine it feels free and
Free of
free of fear and doubt.
free of fear and doubt?
Yeah, just like blissful and just like when you know something.
You know something. So you know, and you're free of fear and doubt. Here's a word. I'm not going to spell it right. I'm trying to spell certainty. Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Close enough? Imagine being in a state of mind of absolute certainty. You could be so comfortable, sure, and knowing that if somebody said they were going to crucify you, you wouldn't care.